So Tuesday today, and we're going to do a book about Drew. Now we should know who Drew is because we've year R have been introduced to him, and year 1, 2 should have been introduced to him as well, especially year 2, they should know lots about Drew. And this is Drew. And Drew helps us in when we've got a problem. He gives us a trick to help us deal with our problem. And today, this book's called Drew Feels Good. So we're going to learn a new trick from Drew. Let's read it. Hello everybody, come and meet Drew. I bet Drew is excited to meet you all too. Drew isn't here. Let's give him a shout. As loud as we can. I'm sure Drew's about. Drew! Oh, look, there's a clue. A runaway bull. We must be close now. Let's give Drew a call. 1, 2, 3. Drew! Hey, Drew, we found you. It's fun playing ball, but Drew got fed up, having no fun at all. The ball will go up, but each time it lands, it slips through Drew's fingers and out of Drew's hands. Goodness, that must be really annoying, mustn't it? Drew's fed up with trying. How do we know he's fed up by his body language? What is he doing to show us he's fed up? I agree, he's hunched over, isn't he? Looks fed up like this. Drew's fed up with trying. Drew's tried hard all day. Now Drew's had enough and doesn't want to play. Even when Doodle turns up for a game, Drew doesn't cheer up. Drew feels just the same. Drew flops down on the ground with a sigh in a slump. With the ball at Drew's feet, Drew sits in a grump. Drew's body looks sad, but how do we know? Drew's head's hanging down and Drew's shoulders are low. So I'm going to... Can you all do the same? Get into this pose. So his shoulders are down, his head's hanging down. Drew's face is sad too, but we're here just in time to cheer poor Drew up with a feel better rhyme. When we want to feel better, we know what to say. The feel better rhyme will brighten our day, and this is what we're going to say. How do you feel? What's going on? Choose to do something to help you along. So we're just going to pause there so we can learn it together. How, and I think it's better if we have actions too, because that helps us remember it. How do we feel? What's going on? Choose to do something to help you along. So maybe it's, how do you feel? What's going on? Choose to do something to help you along. So those are going to be our actions. When Drew says the rhyme, there's a smile on Drew's face. Drew knows how to dance, read a book, tie a lace. Drew just needs practice, and the ball, like these two, will be easy to catch and fun to do. So the message here is that even though he can't do it yet, he will be able to do it one day, catch the ball, and there's lots of things that he can already do. So take a minute, children, and think, what can't you do at the moment? But with practice you might be able to do. Actually, I'm sure you will be able to do it. But there are things you can already do. So have a little think. What can you do already? And what can't you do at the moment, but you might be able to do in the future if you practice lots? So Drew picks up the ball, throws it up in the air, then misses the catch. But Drew doesn't care. Drew just keeps on going, throws the ball where Drew stands, and just then it happens. It lands in his hands. Now Drew's body looks happy. Drew's bouncy and lighter. Just changing Drew's thinking has made him feel brighter. Drew says, what are you good at? Start thinking about those things to tell Drew. Now Drew wants you to shout as loud as you can about the things that you can do. Get ready to shout and tell them to Drew. 1, 2, 3, go! What can you do? Brilliant. Now Drew has another trick, a good trick, a winner. It helps us feel good. When we look in the mirror, when Drew looks in the mirror, Drew remembers to say, you are a great friend and funny and you have good games to play. Drew wants to know now about what you can say to yourself in the mirror to brighten your day. There's so many wonderful things about you. First say in a whisper, then shout them to Drew. So we want you to get a mirror, we want you to stand in front of the mirror, and we want you to say something to yourself about something that you're good at. So you might stand in the mirror and I might say, I am good at making cakes. Or I am good at giving cuddles. What would you say if you looked in the mirror? Maybe you should practice. Hooray, says Drew. We all feel strong when we help ourselves along. We are all great in lots of ways. Just be yourself, is what Drew says. Now we leave Drew here playing catch with a ball because throwing and catching is fun after all. So remember the tricks you have learnt to do. Be nice to yourself and be happy as you. Now I just want us to go back to the feel better rhyme just so we can practice that quickly again. So okay, so we're going to say, how do you feel? What's going on? Choose to do something to help you along. So today we're going to choose to do the stand up tall. We're going to stand up tall in front of a mirror. You're going to do it too, and you parents, if you feel more confident to do it when there's nobody else about. I really feel that personal and positive affirmations are really good for adults too. So this is us teaching it to children in a child-friendly way, but you know, I know it's hard for us to do it and to say good things about ourselves, but there's loads of good things about us all, and we just really struggle to say it sometimes. And sometimes we might need our friends to say it for us. It's all about that be kind again, isn't it? Be kind to yourself as well. So parents, I challenge you, if you don't want to stand in front of a mirror, that's fine, but definitely out loud. I want us all to say some positive affirmations about ourselves every day. So children, you might say, I am a good friend. I am good at building Lego figures. I am good at colouring. I am good at painting. I am good at giving cuddles to my lovely adults or siblings. I am good at riding my bike. There's lots of things that you are good at, and I want us to really focus on those positive things. Okay, so your challenge today is to do the stand up tall trick. This is our trick. Okay, and we'll have a new trick tomorrow. Okay, bye-bye.